5 and 19?
Yeah. Go ahead, read it. Go ahead, read it.
Proverbs 5 and 19. Let her be as the loving hind and pleasant roe. Let her breast satisfy thee.
Let her breast satisfy thee. Breast is not for just, if you have a baby, the woman's body builds up milk in the system. When you ain't got no babies, what you supposed to do to them titties? If they stand out there looking at you. You're supposed to do what you're supposed to do. That's right. All right? Go ahead. Like you got these scum buckets over there in Israel. When they have sex with them rats, them hags, they got to take a sheet and put a hole in it, and she's got to position herself one way, and he's got to position himself one way, and then that's how they have sex. The Most High said when you had sex, you're supposed to enjoy yourself, man. She has memory gland for a reason. That's titties, all right? Go ahead.
Proverbs 5 and 19. Let her be.
That's the technical word. Memory glands, all right? Go ahead.
Let her be as the loving hind and pleasant roe.
Go ahead.
Let her breast satisfy thee.
Let her breast satisfy thee. Go ahead.
At all times.
At all times. Go ahead.
And be thou ravished always with her love.
And be thou ravished always with her love. Now, when you read the word ravish in the Hebrew, the word there is swerve. That's why I said earlier, get your swerve on. All right? Literally, the word there, look it up. The word there is swerve. All right?
That's pretty much it.
Okay, well, let's go back to what we left off.
Hosea.
All right, go ahead.
Hosea 1 and 1. The word of the Lord that came unto Hosea, the son of Beeri, in the days of Uzziah, Jotham, Ahaz, and Hezekiah, kings of Judah, and in the days of Jeroboam, the son of Joash, king of Israel. The beginning of the word of the Lord by Hosea. And the Lord said to Hosea, Go, take unto thee a wife of whoredoms.
Take unto thee a wife of whoredoms. A harlot, a prostitute. Go ahead.
And children of whoredoms.
And children of whoredoms. Go ahead.
For the land hath committed great whoredom, departing from the Lord.
Right, because Israel committed great whoredom. So the Most High is a man, and we as a nation of Israel is his woman. So we went off. We were following other gods, but now the Most High got to take us back. So what is he really taking back? He's taking back a harlot. That's why he did that, all right? But did Hosea actually perform the act of having sex with a harlot? Yes, he did. Is there more to that? Yep. Go ahead.
So he went and took Gomer, the daughter of Diblaim, which conceived and bare him a son. And the Lord said unto him, Call his name Jezreel, for yet a little while, and I will avenge the blood of Jezreel upon the house of Jehu, and will cause to cease the kingdom of the house of Israel.
Right. Jezreel and Israel is pretty much the same. Israel, Yasha Allah, he is a prince with God. Jezreel is Yazarai Allah. He is the seed of God. It means the same thing because in Deuteronomy it speaks about Jezreel. Jezreel is another way of saying Israel. All right? Okay, well, keep it. Go ahead.
Hosea 3 and 1. Then said the Lord unto me, Go, yet love a woman.
Yeah, Yah Zarai Allah. Yah meaning he, Zarai meaning seed, Allah meaning God or power. Go ahead.
Then, Hosea 3 and 1. Then said the Lord unto me, Go, yet love a woman, beloved of her friends, yet an adulteress, according to the love of the Lord toward the children of Israel.
Then the Lord told them to go and love a woman and involve yourself in an act of adultery. Where you at?
Hosea 3 and 1.
All right, go ahead.
Then said the Lord unto me, Go yet, love a woman, beloved of her friend, yet an adulteress, according to the love of the Lord toward the children of Israel.
Because what is a harlot? A harlot is really an adulterer, right? Yep. Because that one woman that becomes a harlot, she had sex with the first guy. The second guy she has sex with, whether she becomes a prostitute or not, she's a harlot. So all prostitutes are harlots. Adulterers. Go ahead.
Who look to other gods and love flagons of wine. So I bought her to me.
So I bought her to me. Go ahead.
For 15 pieces of silver.
That was a transaction. They call it prostitution. Soliciting a prostitute. Go ahead.
And for an homer of barley, and a half a homer of barley. And I said unto her, thou shalt abide for me many days, thou shalt not play the harlot, and thou shalt not be for another man.
In other words, if you deal with a harlot, back in them days, you might have said, I want you to live with me for 30 days, for a month. And I'm going to pay you X amount of money. So you made a contract with that woman to have sex with her. And then on top of that, she rubbed your back, she cooked for you, she did that. Sometimes they had babies, and in this case, they had babies. All right? And what happened was, she couldn't go and lay with another man because she was under contract with that one man. That's how the act of prostitution takes place. It's a contract. That's all it is. Right, it's a rental wife. That's exactly what it is. Go ahead.
Thou shalt not play the harlot, and thou shalt not be for another man. So will I be also for thee.
Right, until that contract ends. Go ahead.
For the children of Israel shall abide many days without a king, and without a prince, and without a sacrifice, and without an image, and without an ephod, and without teraphim.
Go ahead.
Afterward shall the children of Israel return and seek the Lord their God.
And that happened. That happened after the Roman Empire. When we fell in the Roman Empire in 70 AD, from that point, going into so-called Africa, going into slavery, up until this point, we didn't have none of those things. So now we're getting it back. Why? Because we played the harlot. We were prostitutes. We were following other nations, or following the gods of other nations as a nation. So the Most High looked at us like a prostitute. Go ahead.
I got a scripture to add to that.
Go ahead.
Isaiah 3:1. For behold, the Lord of hosts, doth take away from Jerusalem and from Judah the stay and the staff, the whole stay of bread and the whole stay of water, the mighty man and the man of war, the judge and the prophet, and the prudent and the ancient, the captain of 50 and the honorable man, and the counselor and the cunning artificer and the eloquent orator.
Right, so it's telling you back when we were in power, when we were sitting on the throne, when we had kings and lords, and we were sitting on thrones and we were rich. That's what that's talking about. So what state are we in now? Even to this day, 2008, we're in that low, degraded state.
That's why the Lord calls Jacob a what?
Exactly, because we're on the bottom. You got something, brother?
Jeremiah 3:1. They say if a man put away his wife and she go from him and become another man's, shall he return unto her again? Shall not that land be greatly polluted?
And that's what happened with us. Our man was the Most High. So we said, let's go follow other gods. So that land became polluted. Is it polluted right now? Yeah, you got a bunch of damn pigs over there right now. The land is polluted. Go ahead.
But thou hast played the harlot with many lovers.
Talking about the nation of Israel. Go ahead.
Yet return again to me, saith the Lord. That's it on it.
All right. Go ahead.
Jeremiah 3:14. Turn, O backsliding children, saith the Lord, for I am married unto you. And I will take you one of a city and two of a family, and I will bring you to Zion.
That's it. That's plain, man.
Back in Hosea.
Let's go back to Hosea.
Hosea 3:5. Afterward shall the children of Israel return and seek the Lord their God, and David their king.
Read that again. Read that again.
Afterward shall the children of Israel return and seek the Lord their God, and David their king.
So when is that talking about? Afterwards shall, read it again. One more time.
Afterward shall the children of Israel return and seek the Lord their God.
And seek the Lord their God. Go ahead.
And David their king.
And David their king. So what is that talk? What time period is that talking about? Thank you, brother, right now. Because now we're coming back. 20 years ago, you wasn't thinking about this. 30, 40 years ago, you wasn't thinking about this. Now you got a lot of people waking up to the fact that they're Israelites. Like I said, going back into the 50s, the 60s, and the 50s, the whole thing was Christianity and Islam. But now it's about Israel. All right? Go ahead.
And shall fear the Lord and his goodness in the latter days.
And shall fear the Lord and his goodness in the latter days. So we're in the latter days. All right? Is there more to that? All right, now I want to go back to the first chapter of Hosea. Where we left off.
All right, Hosea 1:4. And the Lord said unto him, call his name Jezreel, for yet a little while, and I will avenge the blood of Jezreel upon the house of Jehu, and will cause to cease the kingdom of the house of Israel.